Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Jacob. Huge thanks to Jacob and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Jacob reached out asking for a deck led by Quistis Trepe, and I was more than happy to make it for him. Now, I've already made a budget video where I included some of the lore around her, so I'll go ahead and link that in the upper right hand corner for you. Give it a watch after this video if you're interested. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Quistis Trepe is a 3-mana 2/2 legendary human wizard. Specifically, she's a blue mage. When she enters, we may cast target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. If that spell will be put into a graveyard, we exile it instead. Okay, so she can take a card from any graveyard. What's the best way to make sure cards are in graveyards? That's right, dear viewer, mill effects. That being said, we are not purely a mill deck. We're not trying to mill our opponents to death at all. Jacob specifically said he wanted this to be a fun deck, so the power of our deck is determined by who and what we're playing against. Exactly like blue mages from Final Fantasy. Blue mages learn magic from watching monsters cast it. Monsters use magic differently than mortals do, and by observing how they're able to use magic, the repertoire of a blue mage is increased. So a deck like this is self-regulating. The more powerful spells our opponents have, the more powerful our deck will be. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. For almost 10 years, I've been a loyal customer of T-Fury, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. No, seriously, my first order with them was in May of 2016. Every day, T-Fury has new shirts for sale that are discounted because they're print to order. They take care of their artists, have great customer service, and their designs are wonderful. If you feel that you need more pop culture or geek wear, go check them out. But be sure to click the link down below so they know who sent you. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building Commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Riptide Laboratory, Temple of the False God, Urza's Cave, Urza's Mine, Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Tower, Urza's Workshop, Jador Aristocratic Capital, War Room, Mystic Sanctuary, Reliquary Tower, Scavenger Grounds, and 25 snow-covered islands. Yes, that's a lot of lands. Don't worry, I'll explain it. From Mana Ramp, we've got Extraplanar Lens, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Sky Diamond, Wayfarer's Bauble, the Water Crystal, High Tide, Worn Power Stone, Thrawn Dynamo, Thought Vessel, Decanter of Endless Water, Throne of Eldraine, Midnight Clock, Solemn Simulacrum, Hedron Archive, and Dreamstone Hedron. I know we're running a lot of cards that we don't normally run, and some of the mana rocks aren't the most efficient. Again, I'll explain this at the end. Our card advantage package consists of Expedition Map, Echo of Eons, Seagate Restoration, Dour Port Mage, Frantic Search, Rhystic Study, Archmage Emeritus, Factor Fiction, Windfall, Drowning Dreams, and Folio of Fancies. Lots of ways to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. For interaction and spot removal, we're running Snap, Fierce Guardianship, Pongify, Rapid Hybridization, Negate, Counterspell, Unsummon, Didn't Say Please, and Narset's Reversal. Not a ton of interaction, but again, we're a meme deck, not a control deck. Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift, Evacuation, and Nevinyrral's Disc. Lots of ways to reset the board as needed. The core of our deck consists of Displacer Kitten, Essence Flux, Ghostly Flicker, Blur, Planar Incision, Deadeye Navigator, Swarm Intelligence, Laboratory Maniac, and Thassa Deep Dwelling. Mostly flicker effects, but some shenanigans as well. Our mill package consists of River Churn Monument, Cut Your Losses, Brain Freeze, Mind Crank, Mesmeric Orb, Maddening Cacophony, Thought Scour, Psychic Corrosion, Fractured Sanity, Court of Cunning, Fraying Sanity, and Traumatize. Lots of ways to make sure graveyards are full of cards for us to target. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 55 mana sources, but between 37 lands and 18 pieces of ramp. More on that later. 11 pieces of card advantage, 9 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Echo of Eons and Scavenger Grounds, 1 sudden I win card in Laboratory Maniac. Though, to be clear, he's just here as a backup. We don't need him to win the game. Our primary purpose here is to cast our opponent's spells and use them to win the game, which is why we have so many mana rocks in the deck. Basically, this deck is focused on milling people out and then flickering our commander so that we can cast whatever we want from their graveyard. Now, Jacob asked if we had any late game plans just in case our opponents don't have any game-ending spells that we can cast, and I assured him that we did. In fact, we have 2 of them. The first one consists of Displacer Kitten flickering our commander. We cast whatever we want, flicker our commander, and then cast a spell from our opponent's graveyard. Since we cast a spell, we can then use Displacer Kitten to flicker something else. We do this over and over again until we build up enough of a storm count to remove an opponent with Brain Freeze. Or, barring that, we can cast High Tide, then use our commander to cast it again from our graveyard, guaranteeing we have a ton of mana, and then cast a giant Drown in Dreams. At the end of the day, this is more of a fun blue deck than a mean blue deck. We're not worried about locking down our opponents or anything, but if they're playing big nasty spells, it sure would be a shame if someone else casts them. Do you have a Quistis Trepe commander deck? What's your secret deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Osiro, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, and Black Dragon. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.